All right, welcome to another video. We're going to jump right into it. Today, I'm going to share with you 7 evidence-based skills or tools, whatever you want to call them, to help reduce procrastination. I have been going through a training recently led by Dr. Russell Barclay and watching a whole bunch of his stuff, reading a bunch of his books. He is one of the leading researchers in the field of ADHD. And as I've been going through some of that material, I was able to pick out some of the practical and actionable skills and tools that he mentioned in a lot of his talks that help reduce procrastination. All right, let's just jump right into it. We're not going to play any games here. We're just going to go straight down the list. All right. Now, yeah, you know what? Let's just go into it. So one of them is to make yourself accountable to others. All right. Now, a lot of times people don't really like accountability because they feel like, I feel like childlike or something like that. The way to get around that is by taking ownership of the accountability. Reaching out to a friend or someone you trust and say, hey, listen, I'm working on this project. I want to do about 2 hours. Can you just give me a call at this time to make sure I'm doing it, right? They're not telling you to do it. They're not the ones making you be accountable. You are taking total ownership of it. So being accountable to others, we know that this helps with procrastination. Routine physical exercise. I know that one might seem out of left field, but research does show that routine physical exercise can help us reduce procrastination, right? Quite amazing. We also can visualize the goal. So a lot of times when it comes to procrastination, we have a hard time of visualizing the goal. It's kind of abstract. Let's say it's a big work project. We think about the work project being completed and we think about, how great that will be. But we don't actually visualize in detail what it will really be like to finish that work project. What will you feel? What will it be like to click submit? What can you add to your resume? But really visualize the goal. Think about it, talk about it, write it down. The point here is to make the goal as tangible as possible, which helps increase motivation. All right. We also want to bake in regular breaks during our work period. So for example, maybe we want to work for 10 to 15 minutes. We take a 5-minute break. We come back to the work. We work 10, 15 minutes, take a 5-minute break, and we come back to the work. Now, those breaks shouldn't be activities that are going to pull you away long term, right? So if you're working on a work project, it might not be helpful to spend 5 minutes playing video games if you have a tendency to play video games, for 10 hours. But the breaks could be something like a brief mindfulness meditation. It could be a couple minutes of deep breathing, right? Breaks like that, grabbing a healthy snack in the kitchen, going for a quick walk. Those are the types of breaks that we want to consider, okay? But having small breaks can really help increase motivation. And this one, this is another really good one that people don't think about. Might sound goofy at first, but it really does work. And it is to say out loud statements of positive affirmations. So you can call these statements of self-efficacy, positive affirmations, but nothing like overly, nothing over the top, but something like, I am going to get this done in this amount of time, right? Or, I've done hard work projects before, I can do it again today. But being able to talk to yourself in that kind of way, right? This can really help motivate us. We can hear ourselves speaking truths about ourselves. Right? A lot of times we say things that are rooted in emotion. I'm the worst at this. I never get this done. Or we can be the reverse and say, I'm the greatest, I'm the best, right? And those things are way too, to the left and to the right. So what we want to do is say things that are truthful. I've done a work project like this before. I did a good job. I'm going to do it again this time. Something like that, right? And saying these statements out loud helps ground us in the truth and in the reality, which then helps us motivate to work on the task that we need to. Okay. We also can break down large tasks into smaller tasks. This is a common one that I see people working on. And this in and of itself can be a step. All right. So maybe you spend 20 minutes just breaking down the task, right? That is the step. A lot of times people just break it down as part of the, they don't really spend much time doing that. But spend significant time breaking it down, right? So take a scope, an inventory of the entire project or whatever it is you need to do, and then begin breaking it down into sizable chunks. In addition, if you want a little bonus tip here, you want to begin to estimate how long each chunk will take, not just random guesstimates about how you feel, but really thinking, do I have to travel for that? Do I need to, how long did it take last time? That kind of thing, but really taking an inventory of how long something might take. And then finally, you can build in rewards, short breaks, snacks. But again, don't make the rewards something very distracting. Maybe it's a walk. This one kind of ties in with short breaks, right? But maybe your reward is, I don't know, having a handful of Skittles, something that really kind of motivates you. Okay. But that's another one that you can do as well. And so again, these are just 7 practical skills and tools you can begin implementing today that will definitely make an impact on procrastination. So let's go for it. And oh yes, I forgot to introduce myself in the beginning of the video. My name is Matt. I'm a therapist in private practice. I also host a coaching community to help people with procrastination and time management and other issues like that as well. Links to both my clinical practice and the coaching community are down below. If you're interested in the coaching community, you can check it out for free for 30 days with no payment information at all. You can just sign up and give it a try. All right. Again, links to that are down below in the description. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.